Hi, I'm Bob at NextWave. Today I wanted to talk about 3 senior living myths. Let's jump right in. First myth, digital leads aren't worth the effort. I've also heard sales reps say that digital leads suck and they're tough to get in touch with. That may be true, not because they suck though. They're difficult to get in touch with because the leads aren't worked properly. That's the reason why the rate at which you can contact a digital lead is sometimes lower, is that salespeople just lack the time and tools it takes to properly work these leads. It's not their fault. They don't have the time and tools. What do I mean by that? Think of other industries where there are sales reps. They usually split into 2 categories, inside and outside. One category or one role has sales reps meeting with people in person, doing longer presentations, and really take more of a value-add approach. Other sales reps are inside, or digital sales reps. They're in front of the computer. They're in front of, next to their telephone. So we believe that these roles should be this way in senior living as well. Think about it. We're asking them to perform both duties right now, both as an inside and as an outside sales rep, and they don't have the time and tools to do it. Think about what goes into working a presentation or working with a prospect in person. Think about what it takes when you're responding to digital leads. You need to call that lead, leave a voicemail, type out an email, go into your CRM, log the fact that both these things took place and the content of each, and then set a reminder that you need to do it all over again. You might need to do it 3 to 5 more times because, data shows that's what it takes to contact a prospect for the first time. So considering you have to do it 3 to 5 times, as well as the rate at which a digital lead turns into a customer could be less than 5%, it's not a surprise digital leads, sometimes fall by the wayside. Okay, moving on. Myth number 2. The addition of new tools might be too difficult for sales reps to adopt and could lead to HIPPA compliance issues. We hear this all the time, specifically a lot with sales and marketing tools around senior living. And really the beauty of new software is its ability to integrate with other tools. Now, why is that important? For example, there are CRMs out there that to get information in and out of it, you don't actually have to go to the CRM, but you can do it all from your Gmail account on a web browser, for example, stuff like that. So the addition of new tools in and of itself doesn't necessarily cause complication because in a lot of cases, you don't have to use that tool for everything. Really, the goal of the new tool in a sales and marketing capacity is to increase your contact rate, make it more likely that you're able to contact a prospect when they raise their hand and they need something. The goal isn't to have an all-in-one place where their HIPAA-related or medical-related information is there. It's really to document the prospect journey from the first time they go on their website all the way through moving in, if that takes place. The goal isn't and shouldn't be to have a system that does that as well as everything else, either related to real estate, related to medical billing. That's what we see, is that this myth leads to someone using an all-in-one solution that is really more or less a beefed up medical billing system or a real estate platform with a CRM database to it. So no, I would have to disagree. The addition of new tools, although might be new, shouldn't make it much more difficult for your sales reps to work every day and shouldn't lead to HIPAA compliance issues because what goes into those new tools is related to trying to get in touch with somebody and providing information, not be a one-stop shop for everything that you need. Okay, myth number 3. Outsourcing part of the sales process means giving up control of our branding and messaging. Valid concern. Would definitely have to disagree though. Really what needs to happen here is that you just need to have a process that provides transparency, and take it a step further, you need tools to get it done. I've seen successful senior living operators do a couple things to make sure this happens. 1, think about ways that you can communicate with a prospect, right? It's either going to be written or verbal, so we can tailor what our sales reps are able to speak about in terms of information about the community. We have a frequently asked questions document that's updated in real time, so everybody is up to date in terms of what a prospect may ask over the phone or what they may write. We do that by creating templates, and that's what senior living companies do, is that they create the internal documents that contain the knowledge somebody would need to interact over the phone, and they also also create templates for every written communication that somebody could have in the part of the sales process where a sales rep is trying to get in touch with a prospect. One other thing I've seen senior living companies do that is successful with this, controlling the branding and messaging, is that they use an up-to-date CRM to keep an eye on the conversations that are happening. So I've seen CRMs where there's very little data in terms of a rep needing to manually update everything that goes in there, whether it's selecting or writing something saying that you wrote an email. Most of the time, the actual content or the actual email is not going to be in there. In good CRMs, that information is in there. So if you have a senior living company has a good CRM, they're able to see everything that happened between a prospect and the community. What pages a prospect clicked on, what emails were sent to that prospect, even recordings of phone conversations. So that's the type of transparency that I found companies need to have in order to feel comfortable about their sales process when every part of that sales process isn't controlled by you.